you'll join the Department of Food and Agriculture and over 20 sister agencies and organizations to help us celebrate Healthy Soils Week 2020. You know, this is something that we've started as a tradition each year to come together to celebrate a week-long set of activities. Obviously, activities this year will be different, but I invite you to join us starting on November 30th, going all the way through with the week culminating on Saturday, December 5th, which will be the United Nations Healthy Soils Day. It's a great time of the year for us to come together to build awareness and help more people understand the multiple benefits of investing in soil health and really expanding the practices that will increase the number of acres under soil health. What's really cool about the 2020 celebration is just the sheer variety of activities that we're doing. Unlike previous years where we've had in-person panels and discussion groups and tours of farms and composting facilities, this year our theme is on the farm and at home. And the fun is going to be what we're doing with webinars for farmers, having at-home composting practices being discussed and shared. We even are going to have healthy soils practices for kids, now that many of them are still at home from school and they need that kind of experiential learning. It's going to be fun and it's going to be meaningful because of the importance of what healthy soils means. The more healthy soils across our rural and urban landscape, the better. And that reminds me, one of our best partners this year is Master Gardeners to make sure that we can take these practices into our backyard and into our gardens. So you might be asking, why is soil health so important? Well, little known fact, but about a fourth of all the species on the planet are in our soil. Literally, we're walking on a living, breathing ecosystem that's filled with millions and millions of organisms, little insects, fungi, all kinds of things that are doing this microbial action to give us the healthy soil that so much of life depends upon. It's a very cool thing. And here in a state like California, when we think about the multiple benefits that come from investing in the health of our soils, not only is it about our food security and the ability to continue to grow healthy, nutritious food for citizens here and around the world, we know that with good soil health practices, we can also increase the productivity and the quality of that food by 3 to 5%, according to some of the studies from USDA. But other benefits that come from soil health include biodiversity, the water holding capacity of healthy soil, where the organic matter binds with the water for increased holding capacity. Like 18 to 20 times more water can be held in carbon-rich soil. That's especially important in a state like California, where we often have long dry spells when we think about that water holding capacity being available to plants at later times. We know that 6 inches of that topsoil with that built-in organic matter can hold as much as 27,000 gallons of water. That's a pretty impressive water savings account for use by our plants to grow food in all times of the year. So you might be asking, so what exactly are healthy soils practices? It can be anything from cover crops to mulching and compost to adding trees and hedgerows. All of these things help draw down carbon, sequester it in our soil to increase that organic matter, putting carbon into the soils. We know that the holding capacity of carbon in our soils is about 3 times more than not doing these kinds of practices. There's also no-till and conservation tillage, which reduces the amount of diesel that has to be used in tilling the soil, so that we're also contributing to air quality and the reduction of dust emissions from our soils. We are so proud of the work that we do at the California Department of Food and Agriculture. We have the Office of Environmental Farming and Innovation, which oversees our administration of a suite of climate-smart agricultural practices. And one of our favorites is the Healthy Soils Program. Over the longevity of that program, we have now provided incentive grants to 643 projects being led and implemented by farmers. These projects cover over 50,000 acres, and they sequester over 112,000 metric tons of carbon. That's the equivalent of taking over 24,000 vehicles off our highways. That's the power of healthy soil and this ability to draw down carbon and store it in our soils. So just to recap, what all do we benefit by having healthy soils practices besides food productivity, improving the quality of the food that we grow, improved water holding capacity, reduced erosion and runoff and sediment? We also are able to improve our air quality, improve our water quality, and broaden the ability for biodiversity, an important goal for the state of California. So think about it. It's the power of the soil. It's all here, right beneath our feet. This is what's possible when we work with our farmers and ranchers to do soil health practices for the benefit of all. To learn more about Healthy Soils Week starting on November 30th, please go to our website, cdfa.ca.gov/Healthy Soils Week. We'll see you in one of those activities. Thanks.